Famous ramp up from beneath the stands out onto this wonderful stadium here in Hong Kong. The men's competition about to get started. New Zealand, they've been picking up medals all season long. They weren't great here in Hong Kong last time we were here. And Nelson Oyu, the captain of Kenya, high fives for him. And they need to pick up points. They need to pick them up fast. They are 5 points from safety at the moment. They need to do better than Spain and Uruguay. The series was here in Hong Kong, 2018 Cup semi-final. Good muscle memory for them. They get us underway. Mugabe Black's under pressure from the kickoff, and there is a knock-on. So Kenya, good start for them. They'll get the feed to the scrum. Good work from Wekesa.
And it's going to have to be confidence-driven for Kenya. They know this is about as challenging as a pool you will ever get in sevens. But they cannot fear it. They've got to embrace it and use.
No Sam Dixon for New Zealand this weekend. Co-captains Dylan Collier and Sione Molia. Still a lot of experience among some of these new faces, which we'll discover as we go along. But it's Brian Tanga and Kenya under a bit of pressure there from Makila Rokalesoa, but the penalty is given. They'll pack another scrum here. See a lot of this series, haven't we? Penalties awarded, teams choosing the scrum.
Yeah, scrum's interesting. 3% of all of their tries is coming from this, so absolutely play to your strengths, which is usually big individual carries.
Well, they've only scored one try against New Zealand in their last 3 games. New Zealand scored 107 points across those 3 matches against Kenya on the series. Shows you the difference between these 2 teams at the moment. Amanaki Nicole sets up the breakdown. Carter's there to help out. Co-captain Molia to Mugabe Black. Dylan Collier. Tito Harris, his first touch for the All Black Sevens. Carries over the 22. They'll look to reload, and they do so. Missed out on the Cup quarterfinals here in Hong Kong back in November. Only the second time in history that's ever happened to New Zealand. They'll be, of course, hoping for a better performance here this weekend, and they have been very good, very consistent on the series. And Leroy Carter here, number 12, has been a real fulcrum for them in all the good stuff they've been doing. Here's the leading point scorer and try scorer on the series, Rokalesoa, to his good mate Mugabe Black. Nicole, Molia, 3 Olympians in tandem there. And here's Leroy Carter again.
Dare I say it, the new Kurt Baker, bit of a panto villain at times as well. All for that.
2 thumbs up, baby. Kurt Baker doing a bit of coaching in the States. They're away again, New Zealand. Molia. The dish inside to Nicole. Good tackle on him from Wekesa, who's been throwing his weight around. New Zealand get the decision there, and they go quickly. Here's Carter in midfield again. Tito Harris sidestep. Lofted offload out the back. Rokalesoa. Big game that in the context of the automatic Olympic qualification race. Molia leaps high at the restart. But Kenya have possession. 2 minutes to go in this first half. Brian Tanga tries to get his footwork going. Can be a dangerous runner given an opportunity. Anya to OU. Oh, there's good work on the floor. 1 man against 2 man. Mugabe Black did brilliantly, and Amanaki Nicole just audaciously. The no-looker out the back to Molia. Here's Carter. It's wet, it's raining here in Hong Kong, but the skills are still on show. Molia, Rokalesoa. 4 passes by contrast, so there you go. That tells the story, 19-0.
It's the line breaks that are really killing Kenya, though. They're getting plenty of them. Just 10%, as you can see, are qualified then to line breaks. New Zealand almost the polar opposite. They're just carving it.
Tony Amondi to Edmund Anya. Out of the Kenya Bank Club in Nairobi. Carried on into New Zealand territory. Alvin Otieno likes a confrontation, and there you go. He gets away from Rokalesoa, and Carter has to come back to help out Dylan Collier. There's some good initiative for the Kenyans. Tanga on the cut here, edging closer. Score here. It'll give him big confidence going into half-time. Wekesa, can he get the hands free? Otieno is with him. There's Anya. Had to be alert to that. Ball came out unexpectedly. Brian Tanga again. There's that sidestep All alone though on the floor, isolated. It's gone forward, hasn't it? No, it's a penalty to Kenya. Otieno's going to go quickly, but no, he was nowhere near the spot, as you can see. So clock's in the red here by over a minute, but they're going to have to come back.
Well, you're going to see a take two. I imagine he's going to do exactly the same thing again. This guy's an absolute bull.
Here goes the Buffalo. Alvin Otieno. Tanga's there, he's been busy. Anya through the hands to OU. They should score here, Kenya, and their captain is in. They deserved it. Played keep ball, a couple of things went their way, and they have something to show for it.
Another great man, travels the world watching him. Tony, but this is all about Oyu getting his chance on that outside. Exactly right, Rube, but deserved. Pressure down in this quarter, as we've seen already.
Before half-time, must have given your players some confidence.
Absolutely, we just needed to get the ball and go forward, which is our strength. And you know, if we can do that, then we can compete against New Zealand, who are one of the best teams. But we've got to make it easy for ourselves rather than easy for them.
We said about Pool B being for brutal, Damo. Someday you've got to head.
It's a daunting task, this group, but you have to beat everybody to stay in the competition.
Fond memories for yourself here, Damien, way back in the day with England?
That's right. 20 years ago we were winning it 3 years on the trot, 4 years on the trot, so yeah, very fond memories.
Well, great to have your company again, Damien. Always appreciate your time. Good luck in the second half here. We'll let you get back to it.
Thank you.
Yeah, one of the great men of Rugby Sevens, Damien McGrath. 4 teams he's coached on the series, 4 different nations. Currently here, New Zealand though, with possession again, but a minute gone in the second half. Loose pass, very slippery ball out there. Carter's under a bit of pressure from Otieno, and then he goes in looking for the jackal. And yeah, just had his hands on the floor. They're very hot on that, the officials. Must support your own body weight.
Yeah, it's a clear trigger to try and see that be.
Yeah, New Zealand under 18s. Big future, one would think. That kind of resume already, and he's already got his first points on the series. What a great moment for him. 24-5, 4 minutes to go. New Zealand with the lead. Tanga tries to kick, but it's ricocheted off season. Still in the top 5, the Australian. Tanga's lifted. 2:40 to go, 29-5. Coming into this, Kenya, who conceded 107 points to New Zealand across the 3 matches already this series. It looks like that total is just going to climb and climb. New Zealand really have their number at the moment, but perhaps Kenya buying a bit of time for bigger battles this weekend. They just need to try and pick up as many points as they can. If they can get out of the pool, then happy days. Get minimum 10 points out of the tournament.
Well, some pool though.
But yeah, Ireland and South Africa to come. It ain't going to be easy.
Just the defence as well from New Zealand. We talk a lot about their attack, understandably, but their defence is incredible. You see here the pressure coming on, line speed for Norman. They're only conceding 10 tries a tournament on average this year, which is just staggering.
Slow to get up there. Players given a chance slightly later in their careers. 6'2", big guy. He gets a chance out there. And here's Cody Vi's already got a inside ball, just can't be held onto by just rotated out.
Retired. That's funny, yeah.
Straight.
Yeah, last final here, 2016 against Fiji.
I remember that one.
Hold.
They've had so many great contests. Fiji and New Zealand here at Hong Kong, haven't they? There's so many good teams in sevens like that. Argentina, winners in Vancouver, beat France in the final there. France are due to win one someday, surely. They're playing so well at the moment. But Kenya, different kind of battles for them this season. Here's Cody Vite, looking for his second try on his debut, the 18-year-old. Offloads the ball beautifully to Mugabe Black. Here's Lewis Ormond. He's shaking off that knock and he's heading for the corner. Good tackle, though, from big John Okoth in number 22. We saw him at the final qualification tournament, didn't we, in Dubai last year? Inside centre in 15s.
What an enforcer. Don't really get the scope of his size there. I mean, for a sevens player, he's huge. He was big for a 15s player. A little bit of head contact there, perhaps, but Kenya off and running.
Bit of improv here from Kenya, but Billy Odhiambo's knocked it on.
Knock on.
And that will bring us to a close here in this opening match in the men's competition. In for the 4th time this series. Far too good for Kenya. They have won this by 29 points to 5. Ireland Still looking for an automatic Olympic qualification spot up against Kenya. Dubai 2021, the last time Kenya beat Ireland. The ramp underneath the northwest corner. Players walk up. The dry ice welcomes them onto the field. Kenya. Big moment for this. The game means something in sevens this season. And you put these two teams together, that's absolutely true.
It's fascinating for this Irish side as well, who have done it the hard way last time.
12th to 14th teams will be joining a Challenger Series winner in a Final Four shootout for coordination status next year. Harry McNulty. Culture to all our Irish viewers. And that's almost into the hands of Andrew Smith. It is. He's done really well.
Not tackled.
McDonald's there. But hands just on the floor. They're very hot on that, the officials. I think it was Sean Cribben, number 11. And here come Kenya. Roman Humba. Up against... this Irish defence working hard. OU is out there. There he is, the number 9. Nicely on the cut is Kevin Wakesa from the Cabra Sugar Club. Turnover Ireland. So good on the floor. Andrew Smith involved again. Nice check inside this time from Shay Mullins. Part of the Irish Rugby IQ program from the Bristol Bears Club in England. Smith again, who's off to play for Connacht, one of the 4 Irish provinces in 15s. Here's Jordan Conroy. Haven't seen him at his very best yet this weekend, but that's a lovely offload to Matthew McDonald, but well tracked back on defence, Daniel Tabu. Advantage though for Ireland, they'll get the penalty. Roach just telling Jordan Conroy to calm down.
I'm sure he's been told before. Good chase back here. Kenya with good scramble, but Alvin Otieno be coming up against Kenya. They'll feed off it being a little bit scrappy, a little bit loose. So maybe try and put a bit of structure into the game to suit you as an Ireland side here.
Sean Cribben back to Tom Roach, almost through. Good tackle, Humwa. And a penalty again for Kenya. Humwa taps and goes quick. Having to work really hard here, the African team, to get out of their danger zone. And here's Alvin Otieno, he'll help. There's the handoff from Big Buffer. Oh, look at him go! Alvin Otieno will go the distance in Hong Kong. The Buffalo running wild at the Hong Kong Stadium.
I tell you, this guy loves his rugby. I had the benefit of playing with him briefly last year on the same side. He gets such a kick out of being out on the field. Few players more excited to be out there doing what they love. And he loves the contact, but he loves stretching those legs as well, and he's deceptively quick. There's no catching him there. You watch Kenya, they utilise those big boys on the width, usually to get them go forward and get them carries in the contact, but Alvin Otieno just doing the business all the way to the try line on that occasion. Defend and then the wheels.
And the extra 2 as well. We are level at 7 each. Alvin Otieno coming up with a big play for Kenya. Tell us about that. You're playing in a professional French Sevens league alongside him. Who for? Where? How?
We were playing for Monaco in the French Super 7 series.
Nice for some. Get the work.
Both French champions now, I have to say.
Jordan Conroy to Andrew Smith. Ireland looking to respond. Good game this. 2 minutes to go in the first half. McNulty there with a try already in the game. Here's McDonald, score his first try in the series last night. Cribben. Roach to Conroy. Tabu's been marshalling Conroy well, and here's McNulty. Hard line from him and then offloads, but a little knock on there for Tabu, who's been working furiously on defence, the number 1. Just unlucky on the floor to knock it on.
Eight tackles.
South stand. Gotta love it. Conroy. Cribben. Smith. Gets away from one and another. Andrew Smith. Good run from him. McNulty. They got numbers. McDonald. Kelly. Ireland looking for their second. Held up. Jack Kelly. Look at the strength from the Kenyan defence. I think Otieno's in there.
Leave it now. Tackle.
Now you got to let go. McNulty's there. Harry McNulty is going to go route 1. Wakesa, though, holds him up. Smith now. And
up from Kenya. Such strength here for all money he was in. 2 Kenyan defenders with all their might keeping him up off the deck, keeping that ball away from the try line. But Ireland pretty smart, control, recycle.
Ireland looking to close the gap in the Olympic qualification spots. Kenya looking to pick up points here in Hong Kong this weekend and avoid a relegation battle in London at the end of the season. Wakesa brings down the deep restarts. Will take the restarts. A couple of Roach siblings in this Ireland team. Mark, of course, on that occasion. He gets us back underway. OU lifted high by Okoth.
Tackle!
21-7 now to Ireland. 5 minutes to go. Kenya, can they hit back here and make a game of it? Otherwise, they'll be fighting for minor places, you'd think, on finals day tomorrow.
No.
Hint of a knock-on, play on, says the referee. Tanga scoops it up off the floor. Johnson Olindi out to Billy Odhiambo. That's a good tackle from Mark Roach, right around the bootlaces on a bigger man. Good to see Jeff Olawatch out there as well.
Release clearly first and after from the side.
There's an opportunity for Tanga just outside the Ireland 22. Score here, plenty of time to go, 4 minutes. Olindi to Odhiambo. He's got Wakesa with him, 2 big men. Can he get the offload? Yes, he can. Oh, well held on, Wakesa. And he's looked for the offload back inside to Olindi. This will be a magnificent score. Oh, wow, Billy Odhiambo. Rolling back the years for Kenya. That was absolutely marvellous. And they're back in this contest.
This is entertainment at its best. Odhiambo so dangerous. Throws that one a little bit blind. What a take from Wakesa. He gets the offload away. And then Odhiambo's got back on his feet. Picks up the score.
And the extra. So Mark Roach to Jordan Conroy now. Chance to ice this win for them. Jordan's up and running on OU. And the Kenyan captain has done brilliantly to dislodge the ball out of Jordan Conroy's hands. That looked like a try was on.
I was feeling what OU might have been feeling there, the nerves of when you got a speedster going around you. I'm like, oh God, have I got him? And he does. It's actually perfect. Let him go just enough so he gets an easy sort of side on or back tackle. He dislodged it.
Time off.
There we go. 90 seconds and a bit of change to go.
Number 11.
Change for Ireland. Coming onto the field is Hugo Lennox. And Kenya with an opportunity now to try and level this game with a converted try.
You can see on that wide picture, Kenya set with their winger very wide here. Let's see what they're going to try and do.
Oh, deep in their own territory, though. Oh, it's a free kick to Ireland. Was that?
No hook.
No hook. Yeah, we heard about that from the officials. They were going to be hot on. A long conversation, set a scrum, and wind it down.
Yeah, a few boys in this Ireland side, as I mentioned earlier about their Olympic qualification journey before. They played in plenty of Jeopardy games. So I suspect they'll feel quite comfortable in this scenario.
Crouch.
Just winding this clock down and seeing out the win.
Set.
So Ireland on course for their first win here in Pool D. Good tackle there, Billy Odhiambo. He's really be getting stuck in this game. Fergus Jemfer into contact there. Another penalty, not rolling away. Alvin Otieno, Mark Rowe. Fired by the right-hand post. 26-14.
Beat New Zealand in the next game. We could have 3 teams with a 2-1 record. It's all happening.
Match up. And a lot to play for here for these boys.
Against Kenya. It's do or die for the Blitzboks, coached by Sandile Ngobo and Philip Snyman, 2 former Blitzboks. Kenya lost to New Zealand and Ireland. But again, they're a side that can be very dangerous, particularly with Alvin Otieno, the Buffalo in the side there. Sean Williams gets us going. Kenya in red to receive this and left of your screen. They go deep. Good little scoop there from Tony Omondi. Fissa waits on the defensive side. As Kenya barreled up with their experienced Billy Odhiambo. 65 events, 110 tries to his name. But the South African D just getting ahead of themselves.
One of the best.
Still has all the tricks. Brian Tanga, 27-year-old, goes to the front of the lineup for Kenya. Oh, there's the Buffalo. Oh, and he gets hit hard there by Wursteisen. He tries to get the pinch, but then leaves his feet.
No, the mark's here. 2 off feet.
Another Kenyan lineup. Here's Otieno now in midfield. Mondi gets it away. Billy Odhiambo looking to stretch on the outside. And Ndlovu has him. Tanga finds Otieno in midfield.
Tackle!
3 tacklers on him. Definitely one way to stop the outrageous big buffer. OU, the captain. Electric off the mark is the Kenyan flyer. Remember, William Bucker retired in recent times. So a new group of players leading the charge. John Okioth, one of them, 22 years of age. But South Africa pinched this. They do brilliantly. There's Mfundo Ndlovu, and here comes Wursteisen, puts the left-footed kick through. Visser's chasing, so is Williams for South Africa. Loose ball.
An attack, which they were lacking a bit.
Silver medalist from the Olympics, former Great Britain captain, England captain. Tom Mitchell alongside me is Soizwapi, leaps up, shakes Soizwapi.
Look at that, what a skill. We just talked about Williams for his footwork. Talk about pairs linking up.
14-0, South African lead in the first half. It's a restart battle here for Kenya. This time they're able to pinch it up. To the left-hand side goes Omondi from the Mwamba club. He switches with Otieno. Looking to get going. Brian Tanga switches a little flick there to Billy Odhiambo. He steps off his right foot. Odhiambo, the old veteran of the game, debuted back in South Africa when the tournament was in Port Elizabeth in 2012. Oh, a bubble there and a good take from Nelson OU. Duarte has pinched his pocket though, and South Africa have possession yet again. Grobela throws a dummy. Champion has them up 19-0. Kenya with OU looking to spark some magic. 100 minutes ago in the first half. In this important clash, particularly for South Africa, looking for their second win and a chance to go through to the quarterfinals. Points difference will come into play potentially. See how the rest of this pool shapes up. Grobela and Duarte again, another pinch. A real area of this game that they've targeted. There's Philip Snyman, coach with Sandile Ngobo, as a kick through from South Africa. Well contained by Kenya. They go back to collect. Up the middle, Rangers, John Okio. And a penalty
Entry
for
11.
Daniel McGrath's side.
Side entry.
Quick tap. Omondi finds the Buffalo in midfield. He releases straight away. Brian Tanga. Again, it's wide ball. Good little skip on the outside. What a run. George Aurora thought he scores at the 22.
It looked like he dotted it down, didn't it?
Easy.
Wishful thinking, perhaps. Does well to skip out the first tackle. And then Wursteisen, such a good defender, good tackler.
There's always one in every crowd. To the right go Kenya, kicking off. Shaw's Wipey again leaps up off the restart. Shakes the captain. Flies one over the top to Williams, bobbles it, knocks it on. Kenya will take possession here.
Wouldn't blame with
Paris in 2016. To the short side. Adiyambo shapes up and goes on the outside really well, and then slung and propelled by Ndlovu. Stays with the Water Buffalo. Williams with a good tackle. Tanga loops around really well for Kenya. He throws the goose. Alawasali Serevi as well, from years gone back at this Hong Kong stadium. Otieno, his old teammate, Adiyambo, near the short side. Brian Tanga looking to create something on that far side, does really well to find George. No, in fact, it's Nelson Oyu. Knees on the ground. Tackle from Sois Wapi. Can Kenya be the first to strike here in the second half? Lost against New Zealand and Ireland for their first win here in Hong Kong. Adiyambo finds big buffer. It's another strong tackle.
See if they can keep the continuity in this attack.
2 offside.
They're off.
Amondi floats a beautiful ball on the outside, and it will be the captain, Nelson Oyu, that scores for Kenya. It's a perfect start to the second period.
Game on. They won't want their African rivals to have it all their own way here. What a seed. Love that. The cutout pass to the skipper. Really nice. Perfectly on the money. And the captain Oyu had the easy job. And those guys.
Brilliant player for the Bitsbox in years gone by. 19-5, still South Africa lead. Kenya missed the conversion with 4 to go. Williams about to get lifted here. Kenya knocked it back brilliantly. They've read it well. Kevin Wakisa flicks it up. Amondi has a little bit of space. Then wrapped up. Adiyambo again. This is Kenya in full flight. Big jump as they come in the field of play. Edmund Anya from the Impala Saracens. Tanga. It's a good passage of play here again from Kenya. Jeff Oluoch, the police officer, back in the squad and on the field again, doing some damage. As Kenya changed direction with Anya. What a step Anya's left from Lafayette. Anya to the 22. Sois Wapi tries to scrag him to the ground. Travis Ishmael in for a tackle too. Tanga. This wave of red jerseys, they leave it behind. Goes Kenya. It's been picked up from the other side, South Africa.
I've been on both sides of it.
Bouncing up for Kenya. Brilliant bit of work. Jeff Oluoch, the police officer. Sirens blaring. He's near the line and he'll score for Kenya. Welcome back, Jeff Oluoch.
And the salute to celebrate. Brilliant to have him back out here on the circuit doing his thing. 50-meter sprint, straight line, there he goes. It's a thing of beauty in full flight. Jeffrey Oluoch, dot down.
Yeah, time running out in minutes ago. South Africa looking for their second win to go 2-1. Next game is Ireland, New Zealand. If Ireland win, they'll be 2-1 as well. So you said, going to mix up this pool, so will New Zealand if they do lose, but still to come. The kick through, Ishmael traces. There's Travis Ishmael. Kenya back with Johnstone Alindi. Ball is almost loose, and then Alindi picks it up for Kenya. Flies into the open field as Daniel Tabu.
Yes, but knock on first off you.
Kenya will have the last say.
As it might. 26-10 at the moment, South Africa.
Daniel Tabu to feed South Africa. Get one over there. Countryman from Africa. Big tackle on that far side. Edmund Anya. Kenya Two good tries, but not enough in the end from Damien McGrath's side. Worstation with a big shot. George Aurora comes to this close side to Odhiambo. Still fighting strong is Billy Odhiambo. And there will be a sin binning for South Africa. It looks like Ryan Worstation will go to the side.
Yeah, thank you. It's back here, boys. Yep.
The result might be gone, but we don't mind a bit more action up here.
That's exactly right. The crowd certainly enjoying it. Johnston Alindi out of the Homeboys Club feeds it away to Tabu yet again. The Wamba product does well for Kenya. They put some really nice passages of play together in this game.
You got numbers.
We can take something from Wakisa. You're right. Space. The offload. Not there. Odhiambo, Billy the Kid. To the right-hand side. Oliwatch. The loop was there. Eventually it's scooped up. Ranging up is Anya. Kenya still with plenty of possession and numbers as well. Billy Odhiambo skips free. Billy the Kid scores for Kenya. Try 1-1-1 for his country.
And he deserves it. He got through a lot of work in this game. He gets a bit of a consolation prize in this game. Good work from Kenya then. Toiling till the end. But South Africa, too strong.
Kenya scored the last try in this game, but it's South Africa that are victorious. They win 26 points to 17 against Kenya.
And now the shoulders are about to get one.
The Shujaa 7s ranked 13th. And Afasua. How do you see this one shaking out, Vickers?
Oh my goodness me, this is going to be a wake-up call for people watching this one. These two teams are going to leave nothing out there. The state of some of these collisions are going to be vast. Both teams love today. Were incredible. That Argentinian game, one of the best pool games I've seen. 19-26 that went down. Slightly contentious with a potential situation in the corner for a try that was disallowed. And Kenya, probably one of the hardest pools they'll ever be in. New Zealand, Ireland and South Africa. But they still showed their spirit, still have got their...
It's Kenya on the right. Kicking off to Samoa. As they get their pod lifted. Ball over the top of the head of Leitufia. Early kick through. Wakisa chasing back here for Kenya, and Olindi as well. Bounces up really nicely for Johnston Olindi. Flows it back in the field of play. Billy Odhiambo, their veteran in the side, still going strong in his 65th event. He slammed to the deck. Kevin Wakisa, the big frame. Flies into Falaniko. Penalty is Samoa. Oh, it's a quick tap here from Vafoi Falaniko. Beats one. Good footwork. Fires it back in the field of play. Leitufia finds Afasua. Paul Scanlon gets it away to Vapelo Maliko. Almost throws a miracle ball back in the field.
Flying in. It's so hard to stop someone when they bounce you like that.
Kenya, a little loop around. Odhiambo goes up. Ooh, he's upended. Contact there from Paul Scanlon. Will go to the side for 2 minutes.
I've seen a few of these where the initial hit is solid, but then it's the pick of the legs and that rotating of the player. And as soon as it goes past 90, you're going to find yourself on the sideline. Impressive.
Local time, 9:19 in the morning. It's Hong Kong for a reason. Tuna Ta. Australia, in fact, we're coming up after this against Hong Kong, China, the home side. So the winner will face the winner of the next game as well. It's smashed around here, a bit of volleyball here, the Hong Kong Stadium. A lot of players piled up in the middle. There's Herman Hamwa out of the Quins Club. Puts his body in there. Daniel Tabu's on the field as well. Alindi throws one dummy. Provides a switch for Billy Odhiambo. Kenya do have space now. They go over the top. Edmund Anya tries to take on Tuitama on this near side. Hamwa again. Good recycling from the Kenyan outfit. Olindi
Ooh.
Change body position on the ground. Jack right in place. Thank you.
An interesting wording for Ben Brexby there, because there was a couple of instances yesterday that were cited as rolls, but there he said change of body position on the floor. And if someone's ready to try and get over it, I might see this one again. Hell of a collision. It's like bonus points if you sit down on Samoan. Technically not held there. I think that's slightly unfortunate.
Time off.
Yeah, big body on big.
Time back on.
1/9 against Kenya in the Vancouver Sevens. Loop around. Leitufia finds Scanlon. That's off the sin, but event Scanlon looking for his 50. Talafalava to our Samoan fans watching it. Their side just missing out on the top 8. Close one against Fiji, 12-7 they lost, and then 26-19 against Argentina after beating Canada.
One offside. One offside.
Kenya were the quick tap. The Shujaa 7s, the police officer, gets a switch to Olindi. Has to get through Wakisu's own man as Adiambo drives it upfield. All loose at the breakdown. Samoa with the half-time siren. Falaniko finds Scanlon again. He hops. Tuitama is here. Another solid collision coming in. Tabu goes high. So advantage for Nuele Leitufia. And Paul Slater goes on the outside. Vaipelo Maliko has been fairly quiet by his standards. Joint top try scorer coming into this tournament on the series. Well, that's a big right-footed step to Itama. The big way with something. Rob Vickerman, former England Sevens captain, current friend of mine. To the right, Samoa. Scanlon's got his 50th try. Oh, that is a big shot in midfield. An angled switch. Met hard.
Oh, yeah.
In front of the mark.
Slightly in front of the mark, which also means we might have time to see that collision again. That was massive.
Yeah, okay.
Melinda's down.
Thank you. Time's on.
It looked like he was all right in the initial hit, Alindi. He adjusts. There's Falaniko who did it in the first minute. Good collisions all around that. That's what you want to see. I hate the fact the first point of call on these now.
Under McGrath, and Canada's only title came also under the same coach, but it's pinched. Mana Samoa. Scanlon, crossfield, Falaniko. Finds Tuitama. He's got 2 tries already. Can't go on the outside. That's a good tackle from Billy Adiambo. But around the fringes goes Scanlon. Also Adiambo comes with a tackle. The Buffalo's on the field. Big buffer.
52 offside.
Across they whip it. BJ Lima is on as well. Son of the chiropractor. Big ball to Falaniko. He's got space to work with there with Scanlon. Scampering in. Tabu comes in. Makes a strong tackle. Slater whips it to the right. Leitufia for Samoa. Lima. Maliko batters his way into the 22. Penalty goes the other way.
Lads, you're in front.
Miles off the mark.
Looking for contact. On his side, his teammates too. Wakisa jumps up really well as Kevin Wakisa sets off on a run for Kenya. Can they get something on the board? Herman Hamwa striding. Nice ball back in Wakisa yet again. He barrels upfield. Brian Tanger is there with a penalty.
Oh.
Let him play. We want to see the buffer.
You have to tap the ball.
Well, tapping it might help. It wasn't necessarily the position.
That time you're behind the mark, we have to tap the ball first.
Say it. He's got the Lobo cap.
Time off.
Just want to see Kenya get going. They've had such a tough pull. Remember, as soon as this draw was done in Vancouver, a lot of noise online about New Zealand, Ireland and South Africa being in their way to try and qualify. Obviously that didn't happen.
Strike, lads.
It's becoming all important now with reference to the series as well. Every point is vital.
There's the try source. Damien McGrath looks on. So many brilliant players over the years. Collins and Jera, Humphrey, Kayanga, William Baka, retired in recent times. Big step from Tabu. Daniel Tabu looking to spark something to close out this game. Still 3 minutes to go. Here's the Buffalo. Otieno. A couple of Samoan players with him. Tabu, quick tap. Camped into the 22. John Okio comes to the short side. There is the water buffalo. A quick drink for the Kenyan.
This is
sideline conversion attempt after Alvin Otieno scores. Go on against
them proudly.
If he brings Alvin Otieno, the water buffalo, the drinks on me. Samoa with Maliko. He receives this to Itama again. He's been excellent in this tournament for Mana Samoa. It's a little stab kick through. Clever little play and the speed to match as well. Almost scoops it up there with Malalu Teru, 21-year-old from Ireland, Uruguay on the other side. Tabu collects for the last play here for Kenya. Just one try to the name so far. The Shujaa 7s near the short side. George Oworu gets the penalty, and Alvin Otieno. Quick pass from big buffer. Tabu comes back. Oh, Mondi's there. He sets a contact point for the Kenyan side. Quick pass again from Otieno. Tanga attacks the line really well. They link up. Okioth on that far side. Gets it back on the inside superbly. Kenya with Tanga. Wanted an offload. Adiambo is there. Here's the water buffalo. Otieno looking for work. Odiambo again, a quick tap. Kenya want to finish with a flurry here. Across field. Oworo. Good power, good strength, and a good dive. If he smashes it down, we will confirm.
Time off. Upstairs? Yeah. Mari, try yes or no, please.
Well, it's a binary, yes or no. Didn't see much wrong with it. Gets it down nicely.
Being a
Nice way to
decision,
finish for Kenya.
you may award the try.
Thank you. Try's good.
George Oworo scores. Comes from the same tribe as Alvin Otieno and approaches life the same way. Won't be enough on the scoreboard. Samoa continue to march on this one. Is Mana Samoa 26, Kenya 7s 12.
Okay, they will play either Kenya or Hong Kong, China. I will hand it over to Rob Vickerman and down on stage.
With their captain, Max Denmark has been outstanding. So is the poster boy here, Russell Webb and Seb Bryant. Those are the results. You see a tight one against France.
Yeah, got you, man.
And then Uruguay as well, losing to Australia in their last game. And Kenya, the Shujaa 7, well, they need a big one here, don't they? Damien McGraw will be G'd up for his side.
Well, Kenya, when the draw was made out in Vancouver, the heads were down from the Kenyan contingent. New Zealand, Ireland and South Africa.
3 of our event in 2023. He does go the 10, a clever kick just waiting there for it. Well, Kenya. Kickoff, such an important part of the game. Teddy Onwandi comes back to the short side. Big tackle, awkward looking pass. It sits up in here on the outside. Kevin Wakisa comes away with it, but penalty. In level here. Alongside one of his teammates, will get the man moment. He's now on the big stage. Webb goes wide. Denmark, the danger man. Good tackle. Max Denmark stopped there as Russell Webb comes in, whips it to the left. There's Styles now. Good ball from him. Callum McCulloch, the dummy, the offload. Over the top, Alessandro Nardoni, and there will be a sin-binning offence for Kenya, down to 6.
You really contest that it was part of the tackle, but the referee won't necessarily listen to it. The 2 minutes on the sideline.
So the kids doing the walkthrough here.
Set.
Styles playing for the Valley Club, famous Valley Club out here. The crowd for Hong Kong, China, come alive. Liam Herbert cuts in superbly. Herbert still going, the Buffalo has him. Otieno. Styles goes to the left. Oh, huge shot needed to be made from the Kenyan side. Seb Bryant, who's a try-scoring machine, has gotten away from that somehow. Still,
He is stepping up for his team. He had no right to score it, yet alone still walk after that hit from Humwa. He gets back up, keeps going forward, 2 to 10.
Against France, 1 against GB, 1 against Uruguay, and now Seb Bryant is on the board again.
Backwards.
Oh, the restart batted back, but here comes the water buffalo for Kenya. Otieno gets it on the inside. Brian Tanger is there. He's met with a good tackle. Kenya looking for their
Advantage
response. The
offside.
Shujaa 7s.
Offside.
Well, the quick taps, one of Kenya's favourite ploys at that point. They're choosing for the scrum now because it's slowed down a little bit. I hope the Kenyan...
Studying in electronics engineering career. He goes to the right. Bilioti Yambo, quick ball to Nelson Oyu, the captain.
Tackle.
Wide ruck for Kenya to work with. Herman Hamwa along the chain with Kisa. Otieno. Oh, big fan from the water buffalo. Oh, the big buffer. He is super thirsty and he goes in yet again with a point. He is an entertainer.
Alvin Otieno with the Hong Kong handoff. There'll be a few people that feeling like this after a big old session in Wan Chai Lan Kwai Fong. They're the dancers, they're always going to celebrate. And how about this one? This handoff is an imprint. Brian has to eat that. Then the second one, get off me. Off he goes, Styles dismissed. Alvin Otieno is a one-man wrecking machine.
A scary sight in the world of rugby. I'm glad he's not pointing at me.
Oh, he is now. Watch out.
I did follow him on his socials. I'm very scared when he pops something up there. A couple of tweets here and there. Kick doesn't go over, so it's 5-all. Hong Kong trying to go back to collect this one.
Finish.
Russell Webb, their playmaker, puts it to the manager Paul John, coached by Javon Groves, go over the top with football skills. So it comes back to Kenya's side. And so OU have it on the outside. Against Denmark he goes. Good step on the inside. Bilioti Yambo. 111 tries to his name for his country over the years. Another big shot in midfield. This time it's Herman Hamwa that takes some. Under a minute to play in the first half. Mondi gets Bilioti Yambo almost through. Denmark brings him down to the ground. So they recycle. Brian Tanga spots a little bit of a space. OU comes in to help out. Otiambo yet again, spins around very close to the touchline. He does really well to stay in the field of play. Tanga winds it up, looking for the water buffalo. Here we go indeed. First the big Bosch, just looking for contact. If there's open space, he doesn't want it. Here comes Wakisa again. Long passage of play here. Possession for the Kenyan side. Trying to create some space for Otiambo to exploit. Debuted in Port Elizabeth, South Africa in 2012. Otiambo still going strong. Fourth Kenyan to score 100 tries on the series. Now. Beautiful kickoff. Denmark slaps it back. Perfection. Webb now collects. The little maestro throws a couple of dummies. One Kenyan player down in back play, so advantage here for Seb Bryant. He taps and goes quickly. Try scoring. Machine. Beautiful pass. McKinley West back to the inside. Styles is there. Great support line. Webb. It's all coming right now.
His way to never buying a drink again in Hong Kong.
He's royalty, isn't he? It's another big restart. Denmark comes in. Timed well though by Kenya. They get this one. OU on the outside. Nelson OU with big buffer. Oh, they brought him down superbly.
First,
Alvin Otieno has been pinched as well.
Hands now.
That's a rare sight as Max Denmark gets it away for Hong Kong, China. Here the crowd as Webb kicks ahead. He scored like this in November and he's chasing Russell Webb. The little magician puts the kick in again. Webb again. Reaches high for that kick. Kenya knocked it down and Styles is right beyond the mark. Hugo Styles, debuted in Tokyo in 2015. Kenya coming for the counter shove though. They want to take possession back yet and give their crowd something to scream about. As the Water Buffalo ranges up on the outside. Otieno, what a breaker. Wakisa is there with him. He lays it back. It's Kenya. And Daniel Tabu. Across they whip it again. Otiambo flies up. Needs help from Anya. Kenya again. Water Buffalo.
No. Off feet.
Big hit. And they've gone quickly through Kenya. Beautiful ball. Brian Tanga comes in there. Hong Kong, China holding on. Looking for the
Time on.
Oh, Vickers, you're so good with the numbers. Here comes Hong Kong, China now. Such a creative side.
Body's out, body's out.
In again. The big captain, Woodward, ducks down. Also plays with the Valley RFC. Hong Kong, China with Webb. Puts another good kick downfield. He's just connected that nicely. And there are chasers coming around. Not quite Chung, but it's Kenya that collect this with Tanga. Shuffles with a couple little goose steps. And another big tackle in midfield. On the outside, Jeff Oliwatch to the halfway line, providing a bit of spark. Tabu, 2 minutes to go. Kenya need to strike. OU, no sweeper back.
First.
Isolated.
Release now.
Pierce McKinley West comes in, and the penalty does go the way of Hong Kong, China.
Holding on first.
There's been a few pivotal moments when the ball's on the floor. Hong Kong, China just there, that little bit quicker technically. The chop tackle means they're down quick. He asked for that at half-time, he got it.
All good?
Debuted in Singapore in 2019. Actually went against some of his old schoolmates when they played for the USA last time they were here. Here comes Tabu, a mistake.
To me, it's lost forward. To me, he's running. That's why you think he's backward, but the ball tries.
And minds come this stage of the game.
Bind. Set.
Hong Kong, China looking for their first win on home soil since 2013. 30 seconds to go, upfield they work. It's been an outstanding game. Max Woodward to the halfway line. Seb Bryan with his 2 tries. Kenya will have the last tap here. Olioch. Johnston and Lindy looking for support back on the inside. They'll be beaten by the time in the end. And of course by the scoreboard also. Police officer on that far side going down to the ground is Olioch. Olindi. The crowd roaring. They know the siren is coming. Olioch. Still going. Oliwatch will not be caught. He might be caught. The police officer goes in. He slams it down, Jeff Oliwatch. He knows it's not enough, but he salutes.
There's his salute. Policeman now patrolling down the flank, and this is what he can do, ball in hand. We salute, sir. What a star he's been over the years. Unfortunately, on the wrong end of the ledger in this game, but what about Hong Kong, China? That's the story. This place has been rocking.
The scenes. First home win on the series since 2013. Hong Kong, China beat Kenya 19 points to 10.